Let us take you to a location that appears to be absolutely otherworldly. For over 5.5 million years, life within this cave has been cut off from the outside world, and it is visible. Just have a look. The circumstances within Mauville Cave are unlike anything else on Earth due to its extended isolation. Even though there is a significant shortage of sunshine within the cave and the air is poisonous, a unique ecology flourishes there. The cave was found in 1986 and situated a few kilometers west of Romania's Black Sea coast. Only those who have a specific permit may enter. Additionally, there are vertical shafts and slender limestone tunnels that naturally protect the core caves. Therefore, it would be best to avoid entering this location if you have a history of claustrophobia. Half as much oxygen is present in the air deep into the cave as there is outside. Instead, it is awash with hydrogen sulfide and carbon dioxide. The air is not the cleanest or most enjoyable to breathe. The cave is also completely dark, but despite, or should I say because of, this concoction of very difficult circumstances, the cave has developed into a true treasure trove for scientists. Here, life flourishes. Scientists found 48 species in a survey done in 1996, and 33 of them were exclusive to the cave. The majority of the organisms that live in caves are small, with lengthy limbs that have antennae to guide them in the dark. It seems reasonable that they lack pigment and eyesight. If you are completely blind, why would you want to see? Similarly, if no one can see you, why would you want to be attractive and bright? I'll take you to another cave right now. Although it appears considerably different, it is no less magnificent. This is Mexico's Crystal Cave, also known as the Cave of Enormous Crystals. After water was evacuated out of the cave, a mining firm discovered the enormous crystals in 2000. As soon as they reached the cave, 2 miners discovered the crystals. These astounding crystals are really enormous gypsum pillars buried 300 meters beneath the surface. They are fastened to the heated cave's walls and floor. The crystals may have been developing for 500,000 years, according to scientists. Because of this, many of them are long and wide enough for people to walk on. Sadly, it is now difficult to visit from the marvel of nature. However, it could be for the best, as the Cave of Enormous Crystals is a perilous location that is prone to becoming a trap. It has been flooded for tens of thousands of years by subsurface water that was pushed here by the opening of a magma chamber situated deep within the globe. The cave's magma kept the water warm, but eventually the water's temperature fell below 58 degrees Celsius. Due to the accumulation of calcium and sulfate in the water, gypsum started to form when the calcium and sulfate particles were rearranged. The white crystals then started to show up in the cave at that point, and they kept growing as they were submerged. Additionally, you need not go into space to encounter a black hole. In the South Atlantic Ocean, scientists have found an object that is very similar to black holes. Because of the black hole's immense gravitational attraction, everything that enters has no chance of leaving. In a black hole, not even light can escape. Oceanic black holes are almost as strong as their cosmic counterparts, except they capture water instead of light. Massive whirlpools called vortices in the water spin against the main stream. The majority of these eddies are larger than cities and typically include billions of tons of water spinning inside them. The most terrifying aspect of them is that you might not even be aware that you're within one. They are so strong that nothing imprisoned inside them can escape. You won't see their limitations until it's too late because they are so enormous. When researchers started employing satellites to investigate ocean eddies, they found the borders of some of the eddies. They were subsequently able to demonstrate that these vortices are mathematically equivalent to the enigmatic black holes in space. The liquid travels in a tight circle within the enormous vortices, which are encircled by extremely durable barriers. These loops prevent anything from escaping, not even water. Because of this, thick ocean eddies serve as enormous containers. The water within them and the ocean beyond the vortex can differ significantly. Not only temperature is what I mean. There are frequently differences in the amounts of salt inside and outside the vortex. One of the strangest places on Earth is located on the slender Kursk Spit, which divides the Baltic Sea from the Gulf of Kursk. Because of the peculiar shapes of the pine trees in the forest, the locals referred to this location as the Dancing Forest. Their trunks are crooked, bowed, and inclined. Naturally, there are a variety of hypotheses as to why this may have occurred. Some say that this location had previously been the site of enormous positive and negative energy collisions. People with a more grounded perspective think that geology is to blame. Trees cannot grow vertically in the area's cavernous soil because it is too unstable. The most common theory is that the tree shapes are influenced by strong winds that come off the lake. Experts haven't come to a firm decision in either case. And look at these circles below the sea. Off the southern coast of Japan, they were originally discovered in 1995. These 2-meter-wide formations were referred to as strange circles by local divers. For over 16 years, the mystery remained unsolved, but eventually a pair of binoculars was located. Imagine the researchers' shock when they learned that it was a man with a hollow belly. The fish needs a bit more than a week to complete one cycle. And clearly, aesthetics are important. The male swims inside the circle, using his fins to make indentations in the sand. That's not all though. Coral and shells are also used by fish to adorn various areas of their rings. The act of drawing circles serves a useful purpose as well. The male fish pushes sand to the center of the circle while swimming, forming a mound that subsequently doubles as a nest. The Caribbean holds the key to the next enigma on our list. There is a sinkhole not far from Belize's shore. A large gullibatura it is. It is more than 120 meters deep and 300 meters broad. This hole was formerly a cave that was filled in by rising seas very, very long ago. It therefore fell in on itself. It will become darker as you descend further into the large hole's water. There are several stalactite-filled tunnels that you may explore, although doing so would put you in great danger of becoming lost forever. The water starts to shimmer when you get to a depth of 15 meters. The salty top of the sinkhole and the freshwater abyss are divided by this invisible boundary. Right now, you might want to go back. Who knows what you could find in the dark recesses, though? An ancient Amazonian myth describes a heated river that boiled. Prior to the curiosity of Peruvian geophysicist Andres Trousseau, it was assumed to be only a fairy tale. Possibly there is a river here. Experts rejected the notion. The region of the nation where the mythology is based does not have any active volcanoes, hence hot rivers do not occur there. Andres Trousseau, however, was too persistent to give up, and he eventually discovered the river from the stories in 2011. Its water was indeed warm. It was about 85 degrees Celsius, which isn't quite boiling water but is close enough. The extent of the river, though, really took the experts by surprise. Though thermal ponds are generally modest, the water's near boiling temperature could have been caused by an undersea hot spring. The river is 6 meters deep and about 6 kilometers long. Additionally, it is the only river of its sort on Earth.